Good evening or good afternoon perhaps if you are stateside or wherever in the world you're joining us for this fabulous Monday Makers show. I am so pleased that you could join us for our last show of the day, first day of the week, and we have certainly started off this brand new week, the last week of May, in style for sure. It's been a fabulous day already here on Crafters TV. Lots going off, of course. Here in the UK, it's a bank holiday Monday, and I've been saying it all day, but quite frankly, I can't believe that it is actually a bank holiday given the weather. Between shows, I've actually been sat outside catching a few rays. I do love my sunshine, so it's very hard to believe that it is a bank holiday, because us guys here in the UK know if it's a bank holiday, it's usually throwing it down with rain. So we're actually very, very lucky here on this bank holiday Monday. For you guys stateside, I hope you're having a fabulous Memorial Day. I hope you're celebrating in style as well. And in honour of both of those occasions, we sort of brought them together into one fabulous sale that you'll find over on the website. Savings of 70%. I know we usually stand here and say savings of up to 70%, but for this particular sale, we've gone almost like one step better. And every single bundle that you'll see featured as part of that sale is all on a 70% discount. How incredible is that? However, a lot of you guys at home are definitely agreeing with me there, and there's quite a few sellouts already, so you're going to have to be super quick on that one. It's turned into one of those classic stock versus clock situations. Is the stock going to go, or is the time going to run out? Because quite frankly, we've not got much longer left. Those deals are only valid until midnight tonight, so do go quickly on those ones for sure. Check out the website to see all of those. Now, it is Monday Makers. I've been here all day, but of course, I have not been here on my own. I've been joined throughout the day by the lovely Corrine, and it's no different for this last show. I'm sure she's got lots more inspiration. Corrine, I'm looking forward to another inspirational show. I'm sure you've got lots of great demos.
Oh, yeah, I'm filling up my glue as we speak, ready. So we're ready to go. Yes, we've got lots. It's going to be all about the borders and the ribbon threading and the 3-in-1 dies. You were loving them this morning, and hopefully you're going to love them again tonight. We're going to show you little bits, different ways to use them, but it's going to be full of inspiration and hopefully some ideas that you're going to be able to take away and maybe have a go at yourselves as well. So it should be good fun.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be absolutely fabulous. And of course, you guys at home, if you're joining us, do drop us a comment. We love to hear from you, and it's fabulous to have your company on this Monday evening. A few of you coming in already on the comments. We've got Lynn's joining us again for this last show. Good evening from a still very warm Isle of Wight. Yes, I can say it's still very warm here. I was sat outside until about 1:45, and I had to come in. I was like, right, I cannot get any more rays of sunshine. It's time to come inside. And yeah, it's still pretty warm out here, even up in County Durham, so a lot further north than you, Lynn. Charlotte Everett, good evening. All my crafting lovelies from here in Herne Bay. Carol D saying happy Monday to all my lovely makers. Oh, it's been a while since you were able to watch live, but it's lovely that you can join us here on this Monday evening. I know it's great that we've got the catch-up, but it is always nice to watch live if you can. It's lovely and interactive. It's great to hear from you. And of course, the deals are here. They're live now. You've got to get in now, and that's the beauty of watching live. Tim C is saying, hi, Lily and Corrine. Good evening to you, Tim. Zoe Carver is evening everyone from West Sussex. We've got Marley Batiste. Hello, everyone, again from Kentucky. So many of you commenting already, so it's great to hear from you. Right, let's get into some of these fabulous deals that we've got coming up. Lots coming up throughout the show, lots of deals, and of course, lots of inspiration from Corrine. So we're going to try and pack it into this 2-hour show. I always say it, but it does go so quickly. So let's get started. And what a great place to start with our Baroque Border Dies. Now, these are absolutely stunning. You're getting a collection of 4 sets of dies, 8 dies in total, and your Platinum Club price is £19.99 or $23.99. And the level of detail we've got in here is just absolutely exquisite. So the way that these work, they're almost like an edgeable die, if you like, but with a little bit of a difference. You have within every set 2 separate dies. You've got that gorgeous filigree die that gives you all that detail on that border. And then you also get almost like a matte and layer die. And what you can do is you can use the 2 together. You'll get almost like a matte and layer for that gorgeous detail. But of course you can use them separately. Think of how you can actually be trimming into all of those fabulous flourishes you've got there. Maybe you're going to be tucking some of that detail under your flowers, under any of your embellishments. So lots more versatility with these, not just all about the borders. That's our first design within the collection. That's our Leon. Corrine did a beautiful demonstration with this particular design in this morning's wake-up call. Next up, we have got our gorgeous design when it comes to our Dijon. Love this one. For me, I always think it'd be perfect to snip off those two ends and just use it as a corner. Again, lots more options aside from it just being a border. But of course, if you are using it in that sort of way that it's been designed to use your matte and layer and your detail, you're going to get the most exquisite finished results. Next up, this almost reminds me of a pair of swans sort of looking at each other. Don't know if anyone else can see that, or that's just me. I think it's more if you turn it the other way. And of course, you can use these in either way. It's almost like two swans, or you've got the love heart design if you see it that way. Or it could be a tiara if you're going for like a princess theme, or maybe even a prom card as well. That would be perfect. How absolutely gorgeous is that? You have your detail. I can't. Do you know what? Corrine, I am choosing to ignore them.
I thought Lily needed a day off what she was seeing in there, and now I see it.
Yes, no, yes. You know, sometimes I do come up with some funny ideas, but Johnny, now you can see it. Now George definitely needs a day off. He's seeing a moustache. Which way around for the moustache?
I can see that in the top one. It's the top one.
That way around or the other way around? That one. Yeah, we can see that. Fair enough. Just goes to show how versatile these dies are. They can be exactly what you want them to be. Let us know what you say. Yeah, it could be quite worrying. It's like one of those ones where you sort of psychoanalyze people. Oh, what this one? Is this one we're seeing? This one, yeah. What we're seeing in this one? Ooh. Oh yes, I can see that. The lamp from Aladdin. Do you know what I can see on the silhouette one? I can see like the king's crown. So you've got the crown and then you've got the cross that sticks up. Yeah, so look into these, chop and change them. You can mix them and match them and create them into anything you want them to be. Of course, they can be anything you want them to be. That one, for that, I'm seeing a little tiara again. I'm thinking cut those two end pieces off and it's definitely a tiara. But of course, they have been designed to be your borders. How fabulous are these? Using them together, you can get those incredible effects. Let's have a little look at some of the finished results you can do with these. Don't just have to use them as borders. We were talking earlier how you can use them as toppers on your cards. See, on this one, we have used that matte and layer die, but on the one next to it, we've used it without that matte and layer die. Doesn't that look equally fabulous whether you're using the matte layer or not? Of course, brilliant for all your different concept cards. Cut them at the top and the bottom of your easel card and even use one as your stopper. Doesn't that look exquisite? Love that, love the pink. I think quite often we think of using them with our metallic card, but use them with your coloured card even, and they'll look fabulous too. Perhaps even use them with your black card. Isn't that striking? With your acetate top and bottom, you've got that cut into there. Just stunning. And then finally, I love this idea of using them on the diagonal. It does just change them up a little bit, doesn't it? And of course, you could even turn this into a zigzag card. Perhaps you can have a trifold with it cut 3 times. That would look amazing as well. Just showing the versatility, lots of different options with these. Think of all your different types of concept cards that you might be doing with your edgeable dies. You can absolutely transfer some of those concepts into what we'd have with these dies. Just absolutely amazing. And for less than £20 when you're in the Platinum Club, absolutely incredible. Now, a few more of you saying hello to us on this evening. We've got Paul Prince ×4. Hello from South Carolina. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know at home, and in the studio we all know, I don't do telly, I don't do films, anything like that. But film I have seen is Bugsy Malone. Whenever I hear South Carolina, I always think of the song from Bugsy Malone. Is anyone else? Is it North Carolina they sing on the film? So, no, George, if I sing it, quite frankly, the glass will be shattering, and nobody wants to hear that on a Monday evening. But yeah, when I hear North or South Carolina, that is always what I think, which is quite strange for me, given I never watch telly or films. But there you go, little fun fact on a Monday night. Nearly said a Sunday night, but no, Monday night. See, bank holidays throw us all off, don't they? Paul Prince ×4. We've got Teresa Campbell is saying hello from, oh goodness me, I'm not sure how to say it, Peoria, Illinois. We'll just say Illinois, but it's lovely to have your company. Your Expressions by Candy is wishing us all a happy Memorial Day. Or may today bring happy memories of those we love who have gone before us, from Candy in Portland, Oregon. And finally, we've got Sue saying hello from Montana. Now, before we get into this first demo, I do have to let you know something. Perhaps you might have signed up, registered your interest for something. Check your email inboxes. It might be something to do with a countdown that you might see on the front page of our website. Something very exciting. You may very well be able to get in early. If you've registered your interest already, check those emails because you might have sort of jumped the queue, okay? Can't say too much more, but just check those emails. before I get myself into any more trouble, Corrine, I think we should get into a demo. I think that's enough.
Do you know what? I'm just over here being very quiet, and then I'm just going home, and then I'm not involved. No, nothing to do with me. No, I totally get what you mean. Right, okay. So I have got a piece of our 6x6 cardstock from our Dancing Dragonflies. Look at that. Recognising we're still playing the game from Saturday, Lily and I.
Oh gosh,
what
yeah.
paper pad is that?
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was a game on Saturday.
I'm doing it with all the samples as well. You know, as we're going through the samples, Corrine, I usually do it, but I'm doing it even worse. Honestly.
I know.
Oh dear.
It was, Johnny, it was, the first round was great.
It's
the
so
second
easy.
round was so hard. Right, there we go. Right, so we're going to start with a 6x6 card. And this is what Lily was saying earlier about the Centura Pearl, the hint of silver. I think that is, there we go, hint of silver. We've made it into a 6x6 card base. We've done it from our A3 sheet. And I'm going to pop my paper on there. And I'm actually going to use the reverse of my paper because that side might be a little bit too busy for what I'm going to do. Now, what I want to do is I want to cut through the 2 layers. So as Lily was saying, you have this die here, which is your matte layer, and then you have this one that fits absolutely perfectly on top of there. Now, if I stick this on with wet glue, the pressure of my die cutting machine, and they're going to go in opposite directions.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is one time where your tape pen is absolutely invaluable. So I'm going to go round the edge. So I'm thinking about where I'm going to cut. I'm going to be cutting across the middle. So I'm going to make sure that bit's stuck down, and I'm going to be cutting across the bottom. So I'm making sure that bit's stuck down as well. I'll just go across. I'm just going to do a couple of extra bits. I just want to make sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my card up, and I'm going to pop this really right to the bottom, just down there. Now this is when I would love a little bit of wet glue to be able to size it up. But when I looked at this, so that's like that, and I'm just going to turn that round. Can you see, this is from the 6x6 paper pad, but can you see, it's very fractionally bigger. So I'm going to just take my craft knife and trim it down. I'm using the card base effectively as a ruler.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just butting it up to the card. You don't have to do that, but to me, it's about that neatness, but it also means that I've now got a perfect fit. So if you do want to start with a slightly bigger piece of card, stick it on and then trim it down using your craft knife. It always means that then you're going to get the perfect finish.
Yeah,
absolutely.
fabulous.
If you do struggle, that's the tip I can give you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this in. So what I want to do is I want this coming up that way. I want it going that way, sorry. And then I want it going that way at the top.
Yep.
So I need to think what I'm doing. So if that's going to come there, then I need this one to be around that sort of point. So just use the die to help you if you need to. You know, there's no harm in doing that. Absolutely. So I'm going to centre that up from there. And then this is, I'm keeping this. Yeah. This is effectively my waist. So that's where I'm putting my tape, and then I'm going to run that through.
Brilliant. And we always say tape onto the waist.
I'm going to give it a go without my magnetic shim the first time, just because I've got quite a lot of thick paper and I don't want it to crease, because that is the front of my card. If it hasn't cut through, I'll put my magnetic shim in, but I think it will. Yeah. Because I've actually got quite thick paper. I've got my Centura Pearl and my paper pad. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Every machine is different, so just see how yours goes when you do that. So I'm going to turn that over. I'm going to go, oh no, I do need to go a little bit more. Just to, don't think that's... Yeah. Oh, no, I need to. Just not caught it at the edges, so yeah, I will have to go. But it was worth the try. Absolutely. It was worth the try, just to see. I often try, it doesn't hurt. And actually, I put my magnetic shim in. Perhaps it might have just needed a second pass. Perhaps, yeah. But sometimes I just like to always try it first to see how it goes. Because you are putting a lot of pressure in that machine. So we'll see how this will definitely have gone through now. Yeah. And we always say it's best to sort of build up that platform. Start with less. You can always add in more if you need to. But we start with that sort of minimum plate thickness. If you need to add an extra shim in, then absolutely go for that. That's no problem at all. You can see now that's cut absolutely perfectly. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my scissors so you can see, because this is a 5-inch die, the demo I did this morning, I put it on a 5-inch piece of card. This is a 6-inch. So I've just got ½ an inch at either side. So I'm just going to cut across like that, and then across like that. And then this piece, come on, just poke that one out. Just remember I've got adhesive under there. So it's just hold in tight, and then we can pop that one, there you go. It had cut, it just wanted to come out. And then I'm going to do the same, so think it through. This is going to go that way. So it's just worth doing that. I just find it easier because it helps me to see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I have to say I'm exactly the same. And we've got a comment actually from Carol D who says exactly the same as we've been saying. She says she also gets confused by these dies. So she's thanking us for the demo, and she's also saying she's loving Corrine's hair. Well, I could not agree more.
Thank you. That's very kind
fabulous,
of you.
does it not? And then we've also had a few more people joining us already. We've got Samantha saying good afternoon. We've got Linda, she's watching from Minnesota. We've got Catherine Wood. She's, this sounds lovely. She's watching from the caravan in Evesham. She went to the crafters store for the first time, and unsurprisingly it was like a kid in a candy store.
Oh,
wow. Wow.
Do you know, I've never been yet.
Have you not? Well, many years ago, this is a long time before I ever worked for Crafters Companion, I did go to the Chesterfield store.
Yes, you would. That was local to you then, wasn't it?
Where I'm from in Sheffield, it was only a couple of bus rides away, so I had the day out to the Crafters store. But that was a long time before I actually worked here, and I went to a demo day. So I actually watched one of our demonstrators demonstrate the products. But yeah, our stores are amazing. If you can get out to one of them, I would definitely recommend it. But yeah, definitely a kid in a candy shop
Chesterfield would probably be the one that I do. Now,
Definitely,
I'm looking at that, and that is amazing. Ooh. I'm going to do some bits in a minute. And I mean, if you wanted to keep this, I've actually got one cut. You could actually use it for another. Look at that.
2 for 1, love that.
There we go. Another demo. How perfect does that look? You could have that down the centre of your card, have maybe a tent-fold card.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing wasted, is there?
Absolutely
So just keep that. So to make those little pieces, I'll just cut one of them. Black card, pop that on there. Actually, let me grab, I've got some smaller plates here. I don't need the big plates.
That's something I've kind of noticed when I've been working myself with these dice. So one of those dice that there seems to be no waste. You seem to get like a 2 for 1 every time you work with them, which I think is absolutely fabulous. So do just look at that waste. Before you quickly, hastily throw it in your bin, always look at the waste with these dice. Because I think what you'll quite often find is you'll get a 2 for 1. The positive is just as fabulous as the negative.
That would take nothing to put a little hinge on the back and put a piece of card. So, you know, just get a piece of card and hinge it, just trim it there, and just put it behind here, and then that would make another card base really easily, again with the acetate. So you pop this out of here. Like you're saying, a lot of people think, oh, you're going to do it out of the metallic. There we go. And then look at that. Look how perfectly that cuts out. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be sticking that onto there. So I've got my second one, and that's down here, and I've got another one just here, and I'm going to be putting that like that, and those are going to sit separate from that. So they're going to float. So that means I need some acetate.
Yep, brilliant.
So you've seen us do this plenty of times, so I'm going to glue those on in a minute. I'm going to do the acetate first, because you know what it's like, wet glue and all that, and things move. So I'm all about doing the construction first.
For sure.
So there we go. I'm going to pop that on here. I've got red liner on there. So this is just, sometimes I've gone, look, can you see, millimetres short.
Yes.
But that means it doesn't interfere with the hinge then. So that's quite a useful thing to do. What have I done? I put my pokey tool away, now I can't see it. There we go. I was tidying up after the last show. I don't know why.
Oh dear, it never ends well, does it?
It doesn't. So we can pop that to there, make sure it's nice and level. And that's going to come, pop that off there. Now pop that one down, and actually what I'm going to do is put that on there. I'm going to actually put a little bit of dotty tape pen just to hold this down.
Brilliant.
And then
got a lot of people joining us this evening, which is absolutely great to see. We've got Sue is commenting. Good afternoon, everyone from Chestertown in Maryland. Mary Beth Doyle is joining us again. She's just sitting down to eat lunch and watch. And we've also had, this is quite a funny little question we've got come through from Daniel Pierce Holland. Oh no, not Sheffield. Got to ask Lily, are you Wednesday or United fan? Daniel, what a silly question. Of course I'm a United fan.
We've been talking about it all today, haven't we?
Yes. So my family is all Sheffield United fans, of course. Going to the Premier League, as if you follow football, you will know. However, my brother-in-law is a Wednesday fan. So very tense moments for him this afternoon, but congratulations for those. Of course, if you follow football, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you'll have no idea what I'm on about. But Daniel, certainly a United fan. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one team in Sheffield, but that is by the by. Back to the crafting. Doesn't that look fab?
So,
love that.
Put that on there. I've just put a little bit of behind there. You can see a little bit of wet glue behind the one that I'd already stuck down that I hadn't actually caught the bits on. But look at this one. The one where I've used the dry glue, it's just stuck straight away. But I am going to use, come on, I'm catching all the little bits. I'm going to pop wet glue behind here just because sometimes I'm going to at least put it behind here. I just find it easier when you've got curly bits like that because you've sometimes just got to manipulate them a bit.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to go in with my dotty over the rest of it because that's quite nice and robust. We can put that on there. There we go. And then this is going to fit onto here. Look at this. Absolute perfect fit.
I don't know if it's just me, but I find, I don't know if any of you guys at home are the same, every time I go to work with these dies, I always, the first way I position it, I always put it upside down.
Yeah,
every single time.
You just have to think about it, don't you?
I don't know what it is, but I always think it's the opposite to the way that it is. But of course, they will line up. And the first time I used it, I have to say, I thought, oh my gosh, they don't line up. I'm sure they're supposed to line up. Yeah, it was upside down. So if you think they don't line up, just turn it round.
There we go. And then this one, it's like you say, it doesn't have to be all about the gold. Now, if you didn't have that second die, that sort of edgeable, what you would have had to have done was you would have had to have stuck this on, you could have had this edge, and then you'd have had to have fussy cut it here so that you've got all, it gives you almost like a faux paper piece in effect. You'd have had to have trimmed down here and then trim. It would have been so fiddly.
Oh, yeah,
and such hard work. So, no, we're not into that at all. So then I've got a lovely little piece in the set to go in the centre. Just there, just a little to go, stitched ovals to go across there. It almost like joins them up, doesn't it? So it looks really lovely. And then next one is my sentiment, and I've just stamped a with love on a smaller one. Then I'm going to just grab my tweezers, wrong tweezers, Corrine. I don't want those. I want. We've had lots of conversations yesterday about squeezy tweezers versus regular tweezers.
We have. Now, as ever, I'm a little bit controversial with this one. I don't use tweezers at all.
Don't you?
No, I think I'm probably about the only one in the team. I'm trying to think, I think everyone else on the team uses tweezers. I never use tweezers.
Don't you?
I find it a lot easier just to use my hands. But
yeah, but you've got tiny little fingers.
See, I've got quite long fingers. Somebody once said to me, oh, you've got piano player's fingers. I said, you clearly never heard me play the piano then, have you? But no, I've got quite long fingers. But yeah, never use my tweezers. Always just use my fingers instead. But yeah, I think I'm in a minority in that one.
When my son was born, my stepdad was like, oh, he's got piano fingers, you player's fingers. And guess what? His sister plays the piano and he can't.
Oh, typical. Funny.
He got the wrong twin with the piano fingers.
Close, but not quite there.
Yeah, he got the wrong. So this is from the Say It With Flowers box. We did a subs box.
Yes.
And we were trying to remember the number. About 40.
I think it's 48.
Do you think
Put good money on 48. You guys at home, I'm sure there'll be somebody that knows.
So we just use the Say It With flowers and some of the foliage to go along there. And then the last little bit I'm going to do is just to put a couple of little gems. I'm sure you've got pearls and gems that we can just balance up on there. But how pretty does that look? It just really, really effective. There we go, on there. There we go. Ooh, yeah, I need to clean my end of my tweezers. I've got some glue on them. But sort that in a minute.
Oh, this is such a pretty card. I love it.
I know that there's a little bit of glue showing, but as soon as that's dry, it'll be invisible.
And that's the beauty of our tacky glue, isn't it? The fact that it dries clear, honestly, is an absolute godsend. Because without that, we would have been, pardon the pun, in a few sticky situations, shall we say. But the fact that it dries clear is brilliant. What an absolutely stunning card.
There we go. I know what I needed to do. I've just got, just because you can see in the middle, you could put a pattern paper, but I think a pattern paper would be too much. So what I've actually got, I've just made a liner, so some more black and white, and it's also going to add a little bit of strength to it. I nearly forgot to put that in, but it will just finish it off. Just adds into there. So I'm just going to pop that inside there.
Oh, lovely finishing
just touch. Like that. Just the finishing touches. You could, if you wanted to, because you've got that there, you could actually position a sentiment.
Oh, yes.
Perfectly in there if you wanted to. And then that is the first one with our Baroque
What
borders.
An absolutely stunning card. That is certainly a dramatic, striking card, isn't it? I love the fact that you've cut them in black. I think perhaps you might not have thought of that first time round. You probably just think of your gold and silver, but what an absolute stunning card. Corrine, you've set the bar high for the rest of the show, I've got to say. Stunning card. The rest of the cards are going to have to be pretty good, aren't they, when that is the first demo? But that goes to show what sort of amazing results you can get with these fabulous Baroque Border dies. 4 die sets within the collection, but 8 dies in total, because as we've just seen, you get both that matte and layer die, and you also get that fabulous detailed die. So first of all, that one that Corrine's just used, our Chambord. You're also getting, as part of this collection, the Talons. Love that one. You're also getting, as I call it, the mustard die, the Dijon. And then finally, I think this is quite possibly my favourite, the Leon. Absolutely love that. And with each of them, you're getting the matte and layer die in addition to that fabulous detailed die that you've got there. Absolutely wonderful. If you want to pick those up today, an incredible Platinum Club price of just $19.99 or $23.99. So definitely one you want to be adding to your baskets and getting those checked out. Now, time limited deals. You're going to have to go super, super quick on this one. Pick of the day. Right, we launched this morning, 11 o'clock this morning. So with our pick of the days, they go live on that first show on that wake up call, and the end as soon as the very next day's wake up call is going live. So that is at, it's valid until 10:59 a.m. tomorrow morning. So not long left on this one at all. So many reasons to get excited about this one, and you can see why it's been so popular today already. Our pick of the day means that, of course, we've got a great saving. So within this collection, it works out that you're buying these 3 sets of stamps and dies, and you're getting your Nina cardstock for free. Pick of the day also means that you are getting your double points, which is fabulous if you want to start moving up those tiers in your Club Inspire. But also, the thing for me that's most exciting about this collection is that it's the first time it's ever been seen here on Crafters TV. Absolutely amazing. And to get something that's brand new for £19.18 or $23.88 if you are part of our Platinum Club, wow. Absolutely brilliant. So let's show you exactly what you're getting, because this is all about our twirling characters. Now you may be sat there thinking, Lily, I'm sure I've seen twirling characters before. I'm sure I've got some in my crafty stash at home. You may very well have some twirling characters before, but these are new additions to the family. So if you have got some of them in your crafty stash, then you'll definitely be wanting to add these to complete that collection. We start off with our gorgeous little twirling pig. You've got, with these, you get your stamps and your matching dies. You get both the front and the reverse of each character, so that when you create your twirling sort of effect, you've got that design in both the inside and the outside of the card. Just add a little bit of invisible thread into that aperture and you've got that twirling effect so easily. Not only do we give you the characters, we also give you that aperture die, so you can create that aperture very, very quickly and easily with those dies. Also, sentiments included in each of the 3 sets. Second collection within this range is we've got our fabulous little twirling sheep. Love him, I think he's absolutely adorable. You've got your moon and your stars as well. Your aperture die, of course, which is different. You'll notice you've got a different aperture die in each of the sets, which means you can mix and match between the characters if you so wish, and your sentiments as well. Absolutely adorable design. Loving the fact that you've got these sentiments that are sort of pertinent to that imagery as well. You've got things like "You are loved," and a little one on there as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then finally, the last one within our collection, don't forget, of course, you're getting that Nina cardstock, 16 sheets of that for absolutely free. You are getting your little twirling duck. Perhaps my favourite, because I love the fact that you've got the 2 that are facing each other. So if you do want to use it without that twirling aspect, of course you can do. And you've got your little ducklings, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. So that's included as well. Buying those 3 sets, you're getting your 16 sheets of your Nina cardstock for free within the bundle, double points as well, but only valid until 10:59 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you've not picked that up already, you're going to want to go pretty quickly on that one. Now, Monday Mega Deals. I know a few of you guys at home have already been asking about some of these deals. You want to have a little look at them. You want to have a look, most importantly, in this mystery bag. Monday Mega Deals, we're bringing you 3 different Mega Deals. They are all absolutely mega, but this, honestly, this is absolutely incredible value. We've been talking about buying X amount of things and getting X amount of things free today. This is surely got to be one of the best. Buy 3, get 10 free. Yeah, buy 3, get 10 free. So as part of this collection, here is what you're spending. This is what you are buying. So for £27.98 or $32.68, we are bringing you these fabulous Dusk Till Dawn stamp and die set. And these are all from Sarah's Signature ranges, a real selection of different collections. Some newer, some a little bit more dated, so perhaps you've never seen them before, which is great if you are new and you want to pick up some of the older collections. Fabulous stamp and die set. You're paying for that as part of the collection. As part of this mystery bag, you're also paying for what's going to be one of my favourite die sets from the Vintage Butterfly collection, our opulent frame. You're getting 3 different separate dies in there, all nested together to give you the most exquisite detailed nested effects onto any of your projects. Paying for that as part of the collection. And then finally, again, I always say it time and time again, love my nesting dies. So this was by far my most favourite die set from that Enchanted Dreams collection. That's your mystical frames. Size of these dies, they are huge. You can create your card bases from these as well, which is amazing, and layer them up using all those detailed dies. 5 dies within that collection. So that's basically what you're paying for as part of your mystery bag. Everything I'm going to show you now, you're not paying for. Get ready. This is absolutely incredible. And when we say mystery bag, I say we've got a real mix. It's not just old stuff, it's old and new, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Free, don't forget. You are getting your gorgeous statement floral bouquet, sort of an edgeable style die from our Say It With Flowers collection. Free. Next up from our garden party, a little bit of an older collection. You might not have seen this before. Getting stamps and dies within our dainty lace. Absolutely beautiful. The parasol on there, the corners, the sentiments, the borders. Great for invitations if you're having your own garden parties over the summer. That would work brilliantly. Free as part of this collection. And then we come on to another item from the garden party range. This is our vintage parasol embossing folder. Absolutely beautiful, but not just an embossing folder, 3D embossing folder with this one. Absolutely free. We saw some elements earlier from the Country Lane collection, some more when it comes to our stamps. This is our fabulous idyllic meadow. You can build up your own scenes with these, use them with any colouring medium of your choice. You're going to get beautiful finished results. That is absolutely, yep, you guessed it, free. Next up, we're going to have a look at our Dancing Dragonfly collection, our water lily frame. 3 dies in this collection. Beautiful outer frame, but I love the fact with some of these inner dies you have that debossed detail. Just gives you a little bit of a point of difference on there. But of course, yep, you guessed it, absolutely free within this bundle. Cannot believe the price on this. It should be over £130 or $150. You're getting it for under 30 quid or just over $30. Amazing. Back to Enchanted Dreams for this one. Stamps and dies included with this one. And I always say, I always want to call this a hot water bottle. I know it's not, it's a hot air balloon, but let's go with the name Up, Up and Away because that's a little bit easier to remember. That is included for free. Let's have a little look at Christmas now, and a super popular range from last year was our Sarah's Signature Frosty and Bright. Love these dies. I think there's something so sort of elegant, a little bit modern and contemporary about these. It cuts that upperwards, so in this case the Merry, up above the cardstock, and sort of below the cardstock it cuts in the and bright to give you a really fabulous finished result. Free as part of this collection. Our Christmas Tree Edgeable, also from the Frosty and Bright collection. Love the fact that you've got that cut in detail and then a left and a right hand outer die, so it's completely up to you whether you cut it in or out of your cardstock. Free within this bundle. And now, I cannot believe we are getting these for free. Dancing Dragonfly Charms, 10 of these. How amazing are these? Amazing enough as it is, but to get them for free is even better. Absolutely amazing finishing touch to all your projects. And then one of our most recent Sarah's Signature collections, it's only a few months old, our Once Upon a Time collection. Organza ribbon is in here for absolutely free. Oh my goodness, what a bundle this is. Absolutely incredible. So, to recap, you're paying for that. That's all you're paying for. $27.98 or $32.68. And when you pay for that, going to give you all of that for free. Amazing, isn't it? You're saving nearly 100 quid. There's almost £100 worth or over $115 worth of free content within this mystery bag. I know it's not a mystery, but quite frankly, who cares? It's absolutely incredible value for money. Definitely look about checking that one out. Perhaps you've already got some of the items in there. Great for gifts, great for Secret Santa. Perhaps you're going to be splitting those between crafty friends. They don't need to know you've paid that tiny price point for it. They're just going to be thrilled to get such amazing crafty goodies. Now, we've talked a little bit about colouring throughout the day today. We've had a few different options when it comes to our pens, but perhaps you want sort of a self-contained kit to really get you started on your colouring journey. Well, this is going to be an absolutely brilliant kit to enable you to do just that. We've got a duo of our advanced discovery kits from Spectrum Noir. These prove so popular every time we bring these to you. They are absolutely brilliant. Two kits in this one. We've got our Masterful Mandalas and our Art of Illustration. Your Platinum Club price is £23.99 or $27.96. I'm just looking at the saving on that. You're saving nearly 30 quid or nearly $35, which is absolutely amazing. That, for my tiny little math brain, it's about half price. Wow, absolutely brilliant. Buy one, get one free. So you buy one, you get one free. Amazing, isn't it? So let's look at the first kit. Your beautiful Masterful Mandalas. So within here, you are getting pens. So you're getting one tri-blend. No, you're not. I'm lying to you. You're getting 6 tri-blends. How amazing is that? 6 different tri-blends in all the different colourways that you can see at the top here. You're getting 2 different art liners, different nib widths on there, which is absolutely perfect. You've got your 0.1 and your 0.3 point when it comes to that. You've got your line art. So these are almost like your pre-printed sheets that allow you to just colour in. No need to do your own drawing if you don't want to. And then, of course, you've got your how-to, all your tuition, all your education that comes from this fantastic artist, Baz, who is going to teach you all about these amazing techniques. So that is one of your kits. But of course, with it being a duo, we're bringing you 2 within the collection. And this has to be one of our favourites. This always proves so popular, our Art of Illustration. You're getting a selection of different pens in here. You're getting some of your classiques, 3 of those. You're getting quite a few of your illustrators. You're getting 7 of your illustrators, which is amazing. Both of those types of pens are also dual tip as well. You're getting one of your art liners with a 0.1 point. And then you are getting some more of your line work that allows you to practice onto. And of course, the beauty of all of our discovery kits, whether there are our standard ones or advanced ones like these are, you get all the tuition, all the instructions from a well-known artist. In this case, it's Tatiana, and she's going to teach you the art of illustration. Whether you are new to crafting or whether you've been crafting for many years, this is going to take you on that colouring and artistic journey. And for that price, wow, I'm thinking what 2 amazing gifts these would make. Perhaps for younger members of the family, maybe you've got someone who's just gone to art college or has started expressing an interest in art at school. I think these would make an absolutely fabulous gift. But it's a Monday mega deal, so snap it up while you can, because they won't be here forever, and certainly not at that price. Absolutely amazing deal. Now, we do have our final one more of our amazing Monday mega deals. Incredible offer on these. These are some of our, and it's funny, I was saying this to Corinne this morning. I'm sure every time I'm over on this side presenting, these product is on the show, only because I cannot say it. Floral Frame Cut and Emboss Folder Collection. Did it? That's my one time. I won't be saying it again throughout the rest of the show. I'll just be calling them floral embossing folders. We'll get rid of the rest because, quite frankly, it's a little bit of a mouthful. But what an amazing deal we've got on these. Platinum Club price is £31.18 or $35.91. 6 of the embossing folders in this collection. We say embossing folders, it's not only embossing folders, they are cut and embossed folders. So what you've got here is you've got the embossed design that embosses that lovely floral frame around the edge, and then in the middle we've got our die that will cut that aperture into the centre. Just a light blush of ink onto these just to highlight that detail. How beautiful does that look? That's our dancing daffodils. I nearly call it dancing dragonflies. I always do that with this frame, but it's definitely a dragonfly, not no, it's definitely not. It's definitely a daffodil. Oh gosh, daffodil, thank you. Do you know what? Good job Corinne's here, because my words are going. It's that, it's all, I tell you what, it's always the Enchanted Dreams up and away, we'll call it that, because you know I always call it a hot water bottle. It's always that one, and it's always that folder. They always flummox me. Let's see if I can get any more wrong throughout the rest of the show. This is Vibrant Rose. Those are definitely roses. I mean, I love my flowers. I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them, but I do know that is a rose, and this is an absolutely beautiful embossing folder. I love the fact with all of these, yes, there are all frames, but they're all different shapes of frames. They've all got that different shaped aperture in the center, giving you a real variety in your designs. A little bit of ink highlights that design and really does start to bring it to life. But of course, bringing in different color and mediums, perhaps you're going to bring in your aqua pens, maybe it's going to be some of your ink pads, maybe your duet ink pads, maybe it's going to be your alcohol markers, or perhaps you're actually going to emboss it and just leave it white on white with a bit of glitter. It would still look equally stunning. Striking Gerbera is the next one, and again we can see in the centre we've got that different shape of frame aperture in the middle. Loving that one, I think it's beautiful. Another design we've got in this collection is our Fragrant Magnolias. Absolutely beautiful. I love that sort of label shape that we've got in the centre of there, picking out that embossed detail absolutely beautifully. And then finally, a little bit different to all the others, we've looked at our square design so far, but our beautiful blossom is that lovely, it's almost 4x6 I think, roughly in size. Absolutely love that one. Beautiful detail. You've got your aperture in the centre, your embossed design around the outside. Completely up to you what you're going to be putting behind that aperture. Is it going to be a photo? Is it going to be a sentiment? Perhaps it's going to be a little bit of hand journaling. Perhaps it's going to be another topper you've got, some coloured images that you've done yourself. So many options, but for an amazing price. £31.18 or $35.91 is absolutely incredible to get 6 cut and embossed folders. Absolutely amazing, but of course it's one of our Monday mega deals, so you've not got long left on those, so grab them while you can. Now we're just going to have a short break, giving you a chance to check out those baskets and perhaps check those emails. I won't say too much more on that. I think I've probably got myself in enough trouble already on that one, but we're going to give you a chance to perhaps check out that sale over on the website and check out those baskets, and we'll be back very soon for lots more deals and plenty more inspiration from the lovely Corrine, so we'll see you in a minute.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
Feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Yeah. Should be coming in. Should be coming. What does she do? Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. We're in the middle, we are nearly at the middle of our Monday Makers here on Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK, or Memorial Day over stateside. So it's brilliant to have your company for this final show of the day. We've had so many comments come through already, which is absolutely lovely. We had Sue ask what was in Sarah's mystery bag. Hopefully you have been inspired by the amazing value we've got within that mystery bag. Just incredible. We've got Jane's joining us from Saint Raphael in France. Oh, I hope you've got lovely weather there. I've never been and never heard of it, but it sounds absolutely beautiful and picturesque. I hope it's exactly how I'm envisioning, because it sounds lovely. Eve Beale is loving Corrine's demos so far. She's saying that's beautiful, Corrine. Jessica's saying stunning card. And Chi Vixen is saying the Masterful Mandalas kit was my gateway to buy my tri-blends. They are so easy to use. Oh, that's fabulous to hear. It's nice to hear. Perhaps you are wanting to try out some of our pens within our range, but you're not wanting to buy a huge, big collection. Getting one of your your discovery kits is absolutely fabulous way in to try out some of those markers and perhaps try out some new techniques as well. So a great deal. You will find those duo of advanced discovery kits over on the website. Check out the shop today. Now, talking of amazing deals and amazing inspiration, we've got some fabulous demos coming up with Corrine for the remainder of the show, but we're going to have a look at some of our amazing deals that we've got on our ribbon threading dies. These have proved super popular today already. We had a little sneak peek of these on this morning's Wake Up Call. Just absolutely stunning designs that we've got within this collection. So you're getting 6 die sets within the range, 18 dies in total. Your Platinum Club price is £31.87 or $40.81. Absolutely beautiful designs you've got with these, and what you get with every single set within the collection is it's almost like a creator card, if you like, in terms of the way that they work, in terms of the options that we have with them. You have that inner cut in die, use it on its own like we've got here to cut that detail into your cardstock. But then we also give you the outer die, but not just as one die. What we've done is we've actually broken it in half, so you've got both a left and a right hand facing when it comes to that outer die. So it allows you to cut it either on the left or the right hand side of the card, or use both of those outer dies together to cut it completely out of your cardstock as a panel like we've done here. Bring your ribbon into the equation and you've got the most exquisite finished results. Beautiful design as well with your charming hearts, and they all work in the same way, but you've got a different outer border to all of them to give you that variety, to give you the difference when it comes to all your different designs, which I think is absolutely fabulous. Love the fact that they all offer you something a little bit different. Some of them are a little bit more angular, if you like, perhaps a little bit more chunky when it comes to your entwined elegance. And then we come to some of our other designs like our decorative flourish, and they're super, super detailed, super fine in terms of the intricacy that we've got within there. Love the outer border to this one. You've got almost like that fine scallop. Beautiful when you thread ribbon through as well. But like we've been saying throughout the day, it doesn't just have to be ribbon. If you've got some thread, perhaps even some metallic thread, embroidery thread or twine you want to be threading through there, or perhaps you're not even going to use any sort of ribbon or anything like that at all, and you're just going to use these as beautiful cut in intricate detailed dies, you're going to get beautiful results that way too. So lots of options when it comes to these dies. Of course, there are borders. You could be cutting one on the left side, one on the right side, top and bottom, or even down the centre of your card, perhaps multiple times, and building up a background. Lots and lots of options when it comes to these dies. And for a Platinum Club price of £31.87 or $40.81, it really is an absolute bargain. Quite new dies as well. We only launched these, say, a couple of months ago, so perhaps you might not have seen them before. Then now is a fabulous time to take advantage. Now, if you're thinking, never done ribbon threading before, not quite sure how does it work, how easy is it? Well, I do know a lady who's going to show us just how easy these are to work with.
It really is, and I'm going to use our entwined elegance, and that is such a lovely one to work with. I love this. I can see you can do, this one feels to me like you could go quite masculine with it as well.
Oh yeah. Really
lovely. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to lay this one down first. I'm going to make the most of my magnetic shim. So this one will cut into your cardstock. So we will do that in a minute because I want to do, I'm going to cut two. But I'm going to use the left and the right die. So I'm going to use my magnetic shim for its purpose to hold my dies in place. And I'm just going to, now they will touch and meet, but I'm just going to pull them back like 2 millimeters or so, and I'm just going to do a little snip there. I don't want them to overlap. You can't damage a die unless, the worst thing you can do is let your dies overlap. If your dies overlap, obviously the pressure in your machine will cause some damage. So I've just pulled it back the slightest bit there, just to make sure that they don't overlap. And as long as I do that, then everything should be good to go. I'm just making sure that they're not going to touch. There we go.
So we have a little bit of a confession time on this Monday evening.
Go on then.
We talk about this all the time about our dies overlapping.
What die did you do?
Have you ever had a die overlap in the machine? I'll start off. I'll admit I've done it.
Oh, I've done it, yes. Obviously by accident.
Yes.
The worst one is if you get a die stuck under your cardstock and you don't know. That's when I've done it more like that than any other way, where it's got caught underneath, you put your cardstock on and then, it's not pretty. It's not pretty.
I mean, it has happened to all of us. Best intentions. I have to say, I think I actually did tape the die down, but obviously I was being classic Lily, too stingy with the tape, didn't tape it enough. And yes, it's happened to all of us, but do learn from our mistakes. If you guys at home haven't done it, I mean, I'd love to hear confession time on a Monday evening in the comments. Have you had a die crossover? But do take our advice, learning from experience, always tape those dies down. I always say not just one piece of tape, at least a couple, so then the dies can't pivot.
But there you
look
go.
At that. Look,
So
is that the chocolate brown?
It is.
Love that.
It is.
Yeah, beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. So that's it cutting out of your cardstock. And then my second one that I'm going to do is I'm going to get this cardstock here, and I've just put a couple of little marks on here. Oh, let me just give this a tap because that is absolutely full of bits. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to position this across the centre of my card like that, and I am not going to use any of my edger dies because can you remember there are no outside cutting blades on this die. So I'm going to pop that through like that. Oh, you see, I nearly left that on the magnetic shim then. And then I'm going to pop that through just there. And so we're going to have two different effects. We're going to have, oh, let me just, that was not squared. There we go. This is the thing, because you know when we turn around, my plate's just switched. So I've got one cut out and I'm going to have one cut in. So we're going to get that different effect, and we're going to do them both. Right, so while that's going through, I'll just show you. What I've done is I've put some of my low tap tape, or any tape, or masking tape, even sellotape. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you've got some tape. Now you can just see this. Look, I'll just show you on here. That one has now cut beautifully into the cut. Can you see the two different effects? Yeah. But they're both from the same die, so they both look absolutely fantastic. Just put that there. So all I've done is I've put some tape at the top, and then I just because I find it easier, I'm just going to cut a little point in. And then all you want to do is I'm going to come through here, and I'm going to start from the top. Sometimes, if you wanted to, you could come that way, but then I'm going to lose that cross detail. Oh, yes. So I'm actually going to start from the top, and I'm going to go underneath and over. There we go. So I'm going to go over the flat bits. Let me just put that there. I've got a very long piece of ribbon here.
Definitely not like me. Mine's always a little scrap, and it's usually not quite long enough.
The other way, because I can feel it's got a sheen on one side. There we go.
Ah, okay.
There we are. I did that earlier, didn't I? Didn't check for... It's not much different, this ribbon, but there was just a tiny bit of a sheen, so we might as well have the sheen to the top. So just using that little point on there, just like that.
What a brilliant tip. I have to say, I've never thought of doing that before with the low tack tape, but I will definitely be trying this.
Oh, it makes like you haven't got frayed edges, but it's just like a point to go through, and it's got that little bit of rigidity, so it just, I mean, look how quick. I'm not having to faff. I find that sometimes if I don't do this, I've got to sort of grab it with my pokey tool or my tweezers or anything like that. So we're just, I mean, how quick is this going through here? So we're going across, oops, there, like that. There we go. We come across and then go through. I'm just making sure that it would be very annoying if, as I pulled it at the top end, I'm pulling it back out the bottom, but I'm not close to the bottom. That would be my thing, saying, no, I'm not running out of ribbon. And the reason I'm not running out of ribbon is it's keeping up with me and I'm threading as fast as I'm threading. Now this one is a really easy design if you want to do it with strips of paper.
Oh, yeah.
I used this one on the launch with strips of paper from, as I said earlier, from the Colour Your World collection. It can be any strips of paper. Absolutely. But just to show you, it does go through lovely. Yeah, it looks really, really nice.
I mean, a lot of you guys at home are agreeing with me. I've been saying how fabulous Corrine's demos have been today. You guys at home are echoing my thoughts. Gareth Dobbs is saying Corrine's demos have been lovely all day. She's so talented. Could not agree more. Carol D is saying she's loving the ribbon threading dies. Susan's back and joining us. Hello, Lily, Corrine and Team Social. Susie, where's that comment gone? Me and technology never ends well, does it? Here we are. Hello, CC team from sunny southeast UK. She watched some fantastic demos today and inspiration with her unused dies late this evening, but so happy to be here. Well, we're so happy you're here, Susan. Carol D, love this idea, saying they'd make lovely bookmarks.
Oh, yes.
You Expressions by Candy. Today's demos have been beautiful. I get how to use some of these dies a lot better, especially the pretty border ones. Oh, confession time on a Monday evening. You guys are joining in. Kim on YouTube. Yep, hands up, I'm guilty of an overlapping die. It dented, but thankfully not on the cutting part and still totally usable. Kim, that's exactly what happened to me. It was on the reverse, so it's still fine. Phew, thank goodness for that. Lynn Black Edge, go live, Granny. Happened to me too. Question coming in from Sue Benson. Is that cardstock chocolate brown? Yes, absolutely. It's the Centura Pearl. We love that colour. Sweet Imp is saying, oh, she loves it. Corrine also gives various ideas. Love that. Me too. Kelly Jones, I was pleased with my corset card that I made with that die. Oh, that sounds intriguing. She loves the ribbon threading dies too. And Lynn Blackedge, I did it on a die, the overlapping that is. That was part of a big number set. Not a very big, but fortunately she can still use it. Phew. Always good.
That's okay.
Gosh, so many of you joining us this evening. It's lovely to hear all your fabulous comments about Corrine's demo. She is so inspirational. I'm just so pleased that you've been inspired to get creative. That's what it's all about.
There we go. Right, so all I have done here is a little bit of red liner tape across around the back. and then that has secured that on there. And we're going to do exactly the same with our one here. So just bear with me now. I had 2 pieces of ribbon. I can actually do this out of 1 piece of ribbon. There we go. So we can start on here and we can just come along on there. So I'm still, I was careful to cut the right end of my ribbon so that my point was starting. It would have taken 2 minutes to put it back on, but I thought, oh, I know. Let's cut that end. And then you can see how quick this is going through there. And if you use a shiny ribbon like I've done, it really slides through these so easy. But doesn't the chocolate and cream work so beautifully? It just really works. Now, what other colour goes really well with chocolate and cream? I think pink.
Pink, yeah.
Looks lovely. I love that combination. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to use some of our everyday inspiration paper pad, the 8x8.
Oh gosh, that was one of my absolute favourites. I was gutted when that sold out. Quite frankly, I was probably the one contributing to it selling out. Let's be honest, I think I've got about 5 of them.
Have you still got some left?
Do you know what? I found a few sheets last night, Corrine, actually. I was like, thank goodness. So I've got a few left, not an awful lot left, but the pink in that collection, I can think of the pink right in my mind's eye now. It's a beautiful pink tone. But yeah, chocolate brown and pink. I think sometimes we get sort of stuck in a rut when it comes to our colourways. Mix up those colourways. I tell you, the other day I was using cream, navy and gold. Love that colour combination. If you've got our Knitwit Kindly Thoughts, that paper pad, mix in some navy, mix in some gold and cream, onto an absolute winner. Talk about stylish. Yeah, do just experiment with your colours for sure.
Right, so I'm going to put this one on and then we're round through that. I mean, how quick was that? Really helps putting that thread on at the end. So then I'm just going to get a little bit, this is going to be hidden, so I can just do that nice and quickly. One on there and one on there, just like that. Squeeze that there and then pop the back off, take that over and just making sure it goes square over the ribbon that's already down so that you can't see it, and then on the other side as well. So we take that one and then we can, oh come on, there we go, and then it's just a case of putting a card together. So this is going to be completely different to what we had before. Now, look at this. I have made my card base out of my pink Centura Pearl.
Love that.
So instead of having a white card base, we're going to have an easel card. So this is coming out at just over 7, about 7, not quite 7¼ by 5¾ so you know, just a nice size. And I'm going to pop some of my cardstock in the bottom. So we're going to put that one on first. And that's going to go on here.
We've got another fabulous suggestion for a colourway. I'm loving the sound of this. I have to say, not one I've tried myself. Susan Griffiths is saying a nice burnt orange from the Mediterranean collection would do well with chocolate and cream.
Oh, yes.
Like the sound of that. And New Expressions by Candy is saying she loves cutting strips of paper and using it with the ribbon threading dies. It makes it less bulky. Yeah, good tip on that one. If you're thinking about your postage and saving cost-wise on that, then yeah, absolutely brilliant to use your paper strips.
Turning that round, I like that side better. I like that side better. I like the border on that side better.
Yeah.
You know when you suddenly look at something and you think, no, I prefer... And that's another advantage, isn't it, of the glue?
Absolutely.
I had that few seconds. I just decided it didn't feel right. So that's going on there. Then I'm going to pop another piece of my pink Centura Pearl on this side. And again, using my glue, it's just... You know, if I use a dry adhesive, you can guarantee it doesn't quite go in the right place.
Oh, yeah, it's always the same, isn't it?
Using the wet, then it's just a case of making sure I press it down. Just burnish that nice and firm. Oh, you see, it moved a little bit. There we go, come back. There we go. And that now has created, can you see my easel? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one that we've put the ribbon on, and then we're going to pop it on to a piece of pink card. And I've just made it just fractionally slimmer, just so that I can, it's hidden. So it's just going to do, effectively, hide, you know, show the pink through there. So if we put that on here, and then we put that on there you go, look at that, looking at that pink through there. So then it's just a case of a few foam pads, and again it makes putting your foam pads on, I haven't got to think about it because I've got that nice solid bit. We'll put that on in a minute. So that one's going to go inside, and then we're going to put this one on to here. So we've got this going on there. That'll look lovely. Let's put some wet glue just on there and on there, and then that's going to go on to my card.
Wow, what a striking colour combination. I do love that. Yeah, it's beautiful.
There we go. So I didn't have to back that, but I've got the same pink. Can you see? Yes?
Yeah, love that.
It's all about that coordination. And then I've got some more of my pieces.
Yeah.
That's going to go there.
Paper.
That's going to go there.
A lot of you guys at home who are sending in some colour combinations and letting us know how much you love the papers that Corrine's using. Carol D is saying the dark colours of the Centura Pearl are also delicious. Well, yeah, when we call it dark chocolate, quite frankly, I have to agree. It's a nice word to describe it. Fancy word for Monday evening. It's sumptuous.
It certainly is.
Yeah, fancy word there for you, but yeah, works so nicely with the paler tones as well. So if you're worried perhaps about using darker, more deeper tones of cardstock, pair them with your pastel tones and you'll still get a really pretty, really girly finished card. But just bringing in those colours for contrast, I think looks absolutely fabulous. So
right,
striking.
now I've got, it is our classic rose decoupage. It's not a new one, it's just an old, but you know, you're going to have florals and all sorts, so we could just whatever you've got to put on here. I've then got a lovely sentiment which has come from our say it was style, was it? Everyday sentiment stamp, that's what I was looking for. Everyday sentiment stamp, and that's going to go just in there. So then I can take the back off here.
This is so pretty, isn't it?
One.
Love it.
It's very elegant, isn't it? Really, really elegant. So we can do, I'm going to do exactly as I did before. I'm going to let the card I can feel where it sort of sits, and I'm going to go just about there, I think, because that feels about right. And then the last little bit I'm going to do is I've got a little bow which I'm going to pop in the middle. I think that's the middle point, just there, and I'm going to pop that just on there so that comes like that. There you go. How about that? Two different ways to use those gorgeous ribbon threading dies.
Absolutely beautiful. Love that. Love the design of using that cut-in and the cut-out at the top and the bottom of the card. Just showing a couple of the options that you can start to get creative with when you get these fabulous dies home. Now, talking of these fabulous dies, I'm just going to quickly whip through the designs that you're getting included in this 6-set collection. £31.87 or $40.81 is the price in the Platinum Club for all 6 sets, 18 dies in total. So the one that Corrine's just used is the Entwined Elegance. Then we move on to one that's upside down. Our poor little butterflies are flying upside down. There's our delicate butterflies. And then next up, we move on to our Modern Geometric. Great for your men's cards if you want that one to be, or even teenage cards, could look quite funky. Decorative Flourish is the next design. Then we've got our beautiful Charming Hearts. And finally, we move on to something quite funky with our Alluring Aztec. Love that design, something a little bit different. So 18 dies in total. Across the 6 sets, you've got your cut-in and your 2 outer edges within every single set within that collection for £31.87 or $40.81. An absolutely fabulous price for some great super, super pretty dies. Now, those are super, super pretty, but the next item we're going to look at, not super, super pretty, but super, super useful and very, very functional. Something you need to have in your crafty stash, like it or not, is storage. The more crafty stash we get, the more storage we need. And if you're anything like me, I need to sort my craft room out, and this is going to be perfect to enable you to do that. As part of this deal, you might have seen this on this afternoon's Craft Vault. You're buying 2 of the Stack and Stash boxes even. These are our multi-store. And then when you buy both of those, you're getting your Collal all-purpose glue for absolutely nothing, which is amazing. These boxes are brilliant because if we open them up, you've got that snap fashion enclosure, makes that lid nice and secure. So if you are transporting these around, perhaps in your car, if you're going to classes, crops, even craft fairs over the summer, then these are going to be nice and sturdy. As we open the top up, what we've got is we've got these compartments, but the beauty of these particular boxes is the fact that you can customize customise the compartments to whatever size of item you're going to be storing within there. So you've got the little grooves left and right. It allows you to dictate exactly the sort of size of storage that you're going to get into these. Absolutely amazing to be able to do that, and to be able to truly personalise your storage, I think is brilliant. I always say I think storage is something that is quite personal. We all have our preferences when it comes to how we store our crafty stash, and to be able to customise that with these boxes I think is amazing. To get 2 included for £12.78 or $20.78 is absolutely brilliant, but of course it's a bank holiday, it's Memorial Day, that's not good enough quite frankly to get those 2. We're going to throw in the glue for absolutely nothing. Talk about a true essential collection. 2 lots of storage and essential glue, you cannot go wrong. What an absolutely brilliant thing to stock up on. And of course, not just limited to 1 per customer, you can multi-order these if you would prefer. If you're thinking you've got a lot of crafty stash to sort out, or just anything you want to organise around the home, of course, these are not just exclusive to your crafty items, then definitely do stock up when we've got this incredible deal. And you're not going to say no to having an extra bottle of glue. Let's be honest, stock up on the stuff while you can. An amazing deal. Now, next demonstration is we're going to be looking at our amazing 3-in-1 Create a Card dies. Now, we've been talking about what a busy day we've been having. I think a lot of you guys, perhaps you're off work with it being a bank holiday or Memorial Day, you've been shopping in your droves, and quite frankly, we've had a few sellouts. Totally honest with you, we did have a bundle with these at the start of the day, no more. But we do have 3 fabulous individuals, and don't worry, they are still on a discount, which is absolutely brilliant. So perhaps you want to cherry pick your favourite. Maybe you're going to go for all 3. There's nothing stopping you going for all 3, even though they are individuals. First of the 3 designs that we're going to look at is our daisies and dragonflies, and these are all from our 3-in-1 Create a Card die range. I mean, look at the amount of metal you're getting for your money. Platinum Club price is $12.23 or $14.36 for all of that metal. But the fabulous thing about these is that's not 1 die, that is 2 separate dies. What we have is we have that outer frame. Cut that on its own and you'll get that beautiful cut in detail all around the edge of that piece of cardstock. Then we give you that inner die. In this case, we've got our dragonflies with the lift up wing detail. Just absolutely exquisite to get the dimension onto there. Be 2 beautiful separate dies, but if we bring them together, giving us our 3-in-1 concept, we get that exquisite level of detail all over the front of our card base. You really don't need to do an awful lot more to that in order to be able to have the most fabulous finished card in just seconds. Maybe a little bit of ink, perhaps even a sentiment, a few gems, bit of glitter, and what a stunning make in no time at all. That's your daisies and dragonflies, saving 10% on that. Perhaps you want to go for your elegant fairy, the next of our designs within this collection. Just absolutely stunning, and the same sort of idea with this. Perhaps you tuned into this morning's wake-up call, then you'll see a fabulous demo from Corrine using this lovely die set. You've got your outer die, and I was saying this morning you could be using that with lots of other elements in the centre, perhaps other stamps or dies you've got in your crafty stash. Could be some of your gnomes, it could be other fairies, maybe even unicorn stamps in the centre. You've got that outer die set in that scene. You've got your beautiful fairy die, but of course use them both together and you get that all over design that could be the front of your card base very quickly and easily. Absolutely love that design, just so pretty. And then finally, the final one of our 3 die sets that you'll all find individually over on the website, all with 10% saving, taking it down to a platinum price of $12.23 or $14.36, is our floral peacock. Again, with that gorgeous outer frame. I love that frame. I'm thinking paper piece, and yes, it would take a little bit of time, definitely a labour of love, but I would so enjoy sitting down and popping all those pieces back into that design. Just absolutely beautiful. You've got that really regal looking peacock. I think he is just absolutely beautiful. How proud is he? And then use them together to give you that amazing design. I mean, look at the detail in that. Absolutely incredible. On the front of your card base, just so striking. So that is a third of your designs. Choose whichever one you want to go for. Maybe go for all 3 if your budget does allow. Of course, you get lots of options if you do have all 3 in your collection, but they are just absolutely fabulous. And I know a lady who's going to give us a little bit of, well, I hope she is, going to give us a little bit of inspiration using our 3-in-1s. Is she? She's shaking her head. No, she's off out the door. She's had enough now. No. What are you going to do instead?
I'm certainly not going to sing and dance. Certainly not going to sing and dance.
I won't be joining you with that, that's for sure.
These dies are 5x7, and they are exactly 5x7. So I thought I'd make a box, a 5x7 box. So 5 inches with an inch on either side and an inch on there. So I've got 7 by 9, and then just score at the 1 inch mark. So it's just going to be a nice little shallow box. So this is going to fit really easily into there, so I can put a piece of tape to hold that down. It's on my mirror card, so hopefully it's not going to pull, and then I can put that one in the middle as well. So we're going to do both of them at the same time. I like to do both of them at the same time with these, so that because I'm going to do some embossing and I don't want to flatten the emboss. So I'm going to go in first with my plastic shim, and the reason I'm putting my plastic shim in is because I'm going to emboss. So that means I need to take out my magnetic shim in a minute. So I find it's a lot easier to remove the magnetic shim if it's not next to the metal die, because sometimes if it's next to the metal die and when you peel it off you can move the metal dies. So that's the time, because people always say, what order should I put them in? Well, that's the time when I would always put the plastic shim next to the metal die. So I can peel that off now, and that's still protected. I've not gone anywhere near it. So I can then take that, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to have a look at that. Let me just get through there. I'm just going to catching all the little bits off my mat, because some of the bits have come out. I don't want those on, because otherwise they'll emboss into my detail. You see I've got a little piece stuck there. That's it, it got really embedded. So all I'm going to do then, make sure there's no bits left there. Then I'm just going to pop my embossing mat on and my second cutting plate. I'm going to go that way up because I can't bother to turn it round.
Doesn't make any
people say,
difference,
should I cut up or should I cut down? Really makes no difference.
No, not at
it's all about the plate combination. Whether you, as long as you're cutting into a cutting plate, it doesn't matter whether it's a magnetic shim after it or a plastic shim, and it doesn't matter whether it's going up or whether it's going down. It's about having the right combination.
Absolutely.
So I have taken that. Do you know what I've done? I've done it without taking off the tape. Didn't even give me a...
No, it's my fault. I'll take that one.
It didn't... It's actually... Because it's mirror card, it's actually not a problem. I can just get that last little piece off. I was so busy chatting. There we go.
I'll take the blame. I did on Saturday for Jan. I did take the blame. So
there we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely brilliant? And to have that embossed detail as well. So just have to you know, I've scored that already, but because it put a lot of pressure on, just got to go around and just reinforce that. But look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to come in with... So this is out of the luxury card pack.
Absolutely,
You get the satin, the encapsulated glitter, and the mirror. So you know, look at that those colours go together so well. So I'm just going to... Right, Nate, you have to sort of pay a bit of attention, because... Although it's encapsulated mirror, you've got to work to get it to stick. It's not as easy as just sticking regular cardstock down. So I can see a couple of little loose bits here. Let's just get those, because otherwise they will catch with the tape. There we go. I should have checked those, but I didn't.
You'll find our luxury cardstock on the website. We do, well, let's see if I can remember them all. We do our red, we do our green, we do our gold, our silver, our ice blue, and our purple, and I believe that is all of them. You get 10 sheets of the glitter, 10 sheets of the matte mirror, and 10 sheets of what I call the proper mirror, i.e. the shiny one. You'll find those all over on the website. We use them day in, day out. For me, one of those essentials to have in your crafty stash. They work so well, so do check out the website for those.
Right, you'll notice I've been very careful not to put any adhesive behind the wings.
Yes.
But what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to go round in a few bits and try, where I've got bigger spaces, and put some tacky glue, because we've talked about this. Tacky glue will stick anything. So I just want to make sure that my glitter card is going to adhere. So basically I've used the dotty tape pen to do all the intricate bits. And I'm just using my tacky glue now to do some of the larger areas, just to make sure, belts and braces, only because it's encapsulated glitter and we're going on top of it, and it can be a little bit more tricky to get it to adhere. Do you think I've got all the main components? It's only just to make it sit, you know, catch. And then I'm going to work down this way, because that's the easiest way. And I'm going to put that on there. And then you've seen me, I'm going to grab, have I got my brayer? Yes, I have. I've got my brayer. I've got my brayer, and I'm just going to give it a good burnish just because I want to. Now, if this was not all embossed, you could go back through your die cutting machine, but I don't want to go back through my die cutting machine, because what's the point of doing all that embossing to then pop it there? There we go.
Oh,
and
wow,
look at that.
Lift up those wings, gives it that lovely bit of dimension, doesn't it?
It does.
Beautiful.
Little spare bits.
Oh, there's always one, isn't there? One little hanger on.
There we go, I can pick those out in a minute. There we go, there we are. Come on, out of there. Lift up that wing there, but there we are. Right, now, what I've done, and I've already done these, because I'm just mindful of time. I've taken this die on its own, and I've cut it again, and then trimmed, so you can see I've cut it again, and then trimmed out the wings in both green and white.
Oh, lovely.
So what we're going to do is tacky glue, make sure I get it in the right place. Actually, I'll do it on here because then I know it's in the right place. So tacky glue just down the, just look on the centre. Make sure that's not too thick. And pop it on there. Line it up. I think that one must be off there. Yes. Amazing how you think they're the same, but that actually lined up just that little bit better.
Funny, isn't it? So often with our dies and stamps and things like that, you think something is symmetric, but it's actually ever so slightly asymmetric. But they do say that's more sort of interesting and pleasing to the eye. So if you think, oh, that's not fitting quite right, sort of spin it round or turn it the other way. It's probably a case of you've got it the wrong way around. Honestly, I've been there many a time. Like I was saying with the Baroque borders earlier, I always put them upside down the first time round. Just spin it around.
So then I'm going to do the mirror. So we've now used the satin, the encapsulated glitter and the mirror. Actually, now I'm looking at these, I can see that this one is slightly bigger. Don't know why I didn't see that before. And we can pop that one on there. So I'm just going to let that start to hold. And while that's going, I'm going to get this off. I've already put my red line. This red line tape's going to come off so easy because it's been through my die cutting machine. So it's going to be well and truly burnished. You know how we have to burnish it to get the back off? This is proper burnished.
Wow. Red liner tape's always go-to when it comes to our construction. Super strong adhesive. You will find that on the website. We do our 3mm, our 6mm and our 12mm widths. So depending on sort of the project that you're working on, you'll find a width of red liner tape that will work for you. But I'll warn you, the backing gets absolutely everywhere.
It does.
I found a piece this morning on my shoe rack.
Oh, on your shoe rack?
On my shoe rack. I thought, why are you there? But of course, why not?
Because it's just...
Because it gets everywhere.
Gets everywhere, and the static has just decided to let go at that point. So I've got my box lid. I'm going to pop a sentiment on. I'm going to put this on before I put my pearls on, in case I need to cover any up. I'm going to pop that on here. Dancing dragonflies.
Of course,
And then I've got a mixed few pearls here. I've got... Oh, they were stuck down and I've just lifted them back up.
Oh, no.
That was silly. Right, so let's just pop these on here. Let's just hold that there. I'm going to put some larger ones in the centre of my dragonfly. I've got a base in a minute. I shall just put that together in a minute.
I'll be honest, I was half wondering, is this just a box lid and no base?
No, there's a base. But
I'm
that's the less interesting bit.
To be honest, I did think it's probably me. I've missed it, and I've just not realised that Corrine's made a box space. So at least I've not gone mad. Not quite. Anyway. Still time. Still another 39 minutes. But you know.
There we go. Pop that onto there.
Oh, doesn't that finish it off beautifully though? I do
just
love
lift
a good pearl.
And then once that's dry, I'm going to just lift those wings and part them just like that, so that you can see all of the different. That's why that's catching. There we go. There we go. Catching through there. Doesn't that look lovely? And then just go round. There, fingers might have to come into play at this point.
Oh, not the tweezers.
It's only because it's stuck to the, I caught it and it's stuck to the sticky. Come on, there we are. And on here, go on, peel those off. I need a piece of scrap there, right. And then we can come on to the next. Just keep popping those into the centre of my flowers. Let's put one just there. I've got some couple of larger ones we can pop just here and just here. Now I saw, where did that one drop there? I need to put one just there. Oh, but like you say, we need a base to our box.
We certainly do.
So pop those on there. Here's my base. Exactly the same size, but we've just done the 1 inch on the box base side of our scoreboard. So that's going on here. And there we go. Just, that's the boring bit, is the base.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of interest in that, so I just thought I'd quickly put that together.
Yeah, we've got all the gorgeous detail on that top of the box using our fabulous 3-in-1 credit card dies.
And
Saving
then
10% on those today.
That one's going around there. Just putting that together, and then that.
Aww.
And can you see how brilliantly just that little bit of glue has just made that glitter card stick perfectly? Doesn't that look gorgeous?
Wow.
Completely different way to use them.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I would never have thought of using that in the green with the different sort of textures of cardstock, but my goodness me, doesn't that work a treat? Love that. And yet another fabulous demo. I hope you guys at home are super inspired as well. Now, we did say earlier that these are all on individual items over on the website. You've got 3 different designs you can choose from, but of course you can go for all 3 if you would prefer. So within our 3-in-1 credit card die range, we're bringing to you our daisies and dragonflies. What we've just seen with Corrine, of course, that outer frame die, that inner die, or cut them both together to get that amazing level of detail. Your Platinum Club price on this one is £12.23 or $14.36. That's your daisies and dragonflies, of course. You'll find all of these over on the website. Next up, we have got our fabulous floral peacock. Same idea with these, with it being a 3-in-1 creator card die. You've got your outer die, you've got your inner die, and of course you can use them together. I mean, look at the amount of metal you get in there. 5 inches by 7 inches worth of metal, all detailed into there. So much intricacy. It is absolutely stunning. Again, 10% saving, bringing it down in the Platinum Club to just £12.23 or $14.36. And then finally, the last of our 3 designs, the one that Corrine actually demoed this morning on Wake Up Call. So if you tuned in, you will have had some fabulous inspiration using this set. This is our absolutely beautiful, elegant fairy. The outer frame, which I think that outer frame has to be my favourite. I think it's so magical and mystical with the toadstools at the bottom, the flowers around the edge. I think just absolutely beautiful. The fairy herself and using them together to create the most intricate of designs. Isn't that just amazing? Again, $12.23 or $14.36. You'll find all of those over on the website. So much love coming in for Corrine's demos as well. Another lovely idea for colour combinations coming in. Cheryl is saying she's making a card right now with the Mediterranean collection using chocolate brown and cream and blue. Love that. Bettina is loving the demos as well. Marion is saying it's lovely to see me. Well, thank you. It's lovely to have your company too, Marion. You might not be saying that by the end of Thursday. I'm here all Thursday, so you'll probably stick at the side to be by then, just on the other side on Thursday though. Eve says she's added the ribbon dies to a basket. She's looking for a few more things as she hates to spend on shipping for a small order. Well, hopefully we've supplied plenty of ideas to boost up for your free shipping. Thea saying she's joined us saying hoi hoi. Well, hoi hoi to you, Thea, too. Marion Johnson saying she does love a box. Charlotte Everett is loving that 3-in-1 credit card die. Such a beautiful die. Faye's joined us from Kent. Laurie saying she loves her brayer. It's a tool that can be used for so much. Couldn't agree more. Oh, brilliant. Red liner tape. Annie's saying, I found a piece of the red liner tape backing in the dog's water dish once. No idea how that happened. Honestly, that stuff gets everywhere. Sweet Imp is loving that box, loves the green. Sue Benson also loves the box and she'd keep it for herself. Quite frankly, I'd agree. I'd struggle to give that away. Susan thinks it's a luxury box. Absolutely agreed. Lynette's loving it, loving the colours too. And Marion Johnson is also saying she loves the box. Beautiful. So much love coming through, not only for Corrine's amazing demos, but for some of the amazing deals that we've shown you throughout the course of this show already. So I think it's time we give you a chance to check out those baskets. And while you do just that, learn a little bit more about some of our fabulous backstage unsung heroes.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those 3 people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away. We're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card. Every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. I cannot believe we are into that final half an hour of the last show of the day. Last show of Bank Holiday Monday. Not long left to get some of these amazing deals. Of course, we've got our amazing pick of the day that we've been sharing with you throughout the day. Do check the website out for that one. That's ending at 10:59 a.m. tomorrow morning. And of course, your last chance for that bank holiday and Memorial Day sale over on the website. Savings of 70% on all of those bundles that you'll see over on the website. Absolutely incredible savings to be had on those. But of course, you've only got until midnight tonight on those ones, so you're going to have to go pretty quickly. Now, I've been showing you some fabulous offers as part of our Monday Makers show tonight. And the Baroque Borders, you guys have been absolutely loving these. I mean, it's no wonder at that price and the amazing demos that Corrine's been showing us, we are truly inspired when it comes to these fabulous dies. Within this collection, you're getting 8 dies in total across the 4 sets. In the Platinum Club, that's coming down to £19.99 or $23.99. I'll show you the designs again that you're getting. You are getting your Leon. And the idea with these, if you've never seen them before, is that you've got that beautiful filigree border with its matching matte and layer die. So you can use them in conjunction to get that beautiful edge on your cards with the matte and layer and that detail. Of course, you can use them separately as well. can also be trimming into these like we were saying earlier. Perhaps trim off those two ends and you've got a corner, you've got an accent. They don't just have to be borders, they are so versatile in terms of all the options you've got with these. This one being our Dijon. Then we move on to our next design within this collection of 4, our talons. Same idea once again with the matten layer and that detail. And then finally we also have our chambord. Love this one, of course. Turn it the other way, it could be a pair of swans, could be a tiara. Use it either on the horizontal, could be on the vertical, on the diagonal, completely up to you. Lots of options with these. Just changing the orientation changes that look completely, and you get lots of different options with these. Of course, lots of different sorts of concepts you can create with these. Perhaps you are going to be cutting them onto the center in the middle of your card, using one with that matte layer die and one without. Gives you that sort of difference in terms when it comes to the looks of those. Absolutely beautiful having them side by side. Perhaps you're going to go on that different orientation, so you're going to have them going along perhaps a DL card, using one with that border and one without. Gives you such a different effect. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? It almost looks like that bottom one has been cut into the card, but it is in fact the border cut out and stuck over the top of that pink pattern paper. I love the fact that we can use them on the diagonal as well. Cutting that across the side of a card like that gives you that little point of difference. I think that's beautiful. On that first demo with Corrine, we saw how effective they look cut in black card. I love using the black card alongside your pretty, more bright and vibrant pattern papers. I think it gives you such a striking effect. And of course with these, you can be creating all your different concept cards, whether it be your easel cards like we've done here, maybe gatefolds, anything like that, your boxes as well, they look fabulous on. But how amazing does that look with that beautiful pink card? Just goes to show, mix up those colours, mix up that cardstock, and you've got lots of different finished results with these. Now I think it's time to get some more inspiration with Corrine. It'll be our last demo of the day.
It will.
So it's going to be a fabulous one, I am sure. Of course, we've got the votes to come, demo of the show and demo of the day, but I think it's one last time you can be inspired with these fabulous dies.
Okay, so I've gone 5 by 7 and then just taken a smidge off for this. So we can see it's just at 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So there we go. So these, as I said, these are 5-inch dies. So when I put this across the centre of here, it's just going to overhang. But this, if you remember, is just the edge die. So it will, there will be plenty of space for the when I put the detail one on. Now I'm actually going to use both pieces of this in a minute, but I'm actually going to flip this top one. So I'm going to put my tape over there, so if it did catch, that's actually going to be on the reverse. Tell you what, I'm going to take my magnetic shim out and just use it like that, just to see how that goes. I reckon that will go through absolutely fine, because that's just the edge of die. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that. You remember we were saying that you could actually cut 2 and then butt them up together? Yeah. So I've taken that, yeah, you see, we didn't need the magnetic shim, and it means it's not stuck too tight. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put it on top of my orange card so you can see. So you can see we've got that detail. Now, I'll show you what, let's just cut this out nice and quickly. So this is my detail die. Yeah. I can put this onto here. I will go back with a magnetic shim just there. Just detail die and put that onto there. So how you would normally use this is you would normally grab that one, and then you'd put it on the top, wouldn't you? So if you think these have come through here, I'm just going to do these like, there you go, look at that perfect cut. I'm going to have to sweep up before I go home.
You certainly are.
Otherwise, I'm going to get a look from Tracy.
Absolutely,
I'll have to, as soon as we go off it, I'm going to have to run and get that dustpan and brush.
Absolutely. It's been a lot of tapping of dies, let's be honest.
I have done a lot of poking, but when you're in a rush, you have to tap. And sometimes tapping them gets them out of the dies quickly.
I have to say, I can't tap dies. I just cannot bring myself to do it now.
I'm always careful to make sure I do it on the back. So that will go like that normally. But or you could, tell you what would also look nice.
Oh yeah, 2 for 1 again.
Really pretty.
Love
so
that.
what we're going to do is a combination of both of those. We're going to take that one. That one came out of there. We're going to flip it over because it's symmetrical.
Oh, yeah.
And then put them back together. Can you see, just like that? And now we've got 2 contrasting pieces. Yeah. So, you know, this is where your double-sided papers are absolutely brilliant. So you can come on that. So let's have a go at putting those together. I told you it's going to be a nice and easy card for the last one. We can put this one on first.
The thing about these dies though, they don't have to be complicated cards. You can go for quite simple designs and they still look absolutely fabulous because all the hard work is being done in the detail of the dies. So if you want to keep it quite simple, perhaps you've got a quick make that you need to get done pretty quickly, then you can still get absolutely fabulous finished results. And I think that's the beauty of this collection. Just absolutely love these dies. I think they're just so stylish.
It really, sorry, I wasn't very well scored on that. There we go. Right, so this is from our Summer Meadow, the Summer Meadow linen and the Summer Meadow paper, because you can see, look at that. Can you see how it's picking out those tones? Absolutely perfect. I'm going to get my dotty tape pen and come this way.
Perfect.
There we go. I need that to be in the right place, otherwise the other one won't go in. Perhaps I should have done a little bit of wet glue there, but we'll sort it. We can pop that one on there, and I'm actually not going to press the top. So let's just go and get that in the right place just there. I'm then going to come down here, on here. Just because it's got a control nozzle, I think it might be easier with a little bit of wet glue than my pen just on that bit. Take pen just on there. And then what have I done? What did I just say?
You've put your glue on the wrong side.
I have.
Oh no!
Last demo of the weekend. Oh, Corrine Robinson.
Oh dear.
We can rescue this. There we go.
It'll be fine. No one will know.
Let's see if I can rescue that. There we go. It's
always rescuable. If not, we'll just have to change up the design.
There we go. No one can see. I've got all that off there, and that then fits perfectly back into that gap.
Perfect.
There we go. There we are. Just pop that. It was just hold. Then I'm going to get the detail die.
Yeah.
Just I've got sticky on my hands. There we go. On to there. Isn't that silly? I'm stood there telling you this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm stood there telling you what I'm going to do, and then didn't do it.
Did the opposite. Oh dear.
This is day 3.
Well, yeah.
I would say show 9, but actually it's show 11, isn't it?
Yes,
because I had a very busy day on Saturday.
Oh goodness me!
So,
yes. It was incredibly busy.
So I think I'm allowed.
Yeah, we'll let you off just this once.
There we go. Thank you. There we go. So that now hooks off. But doesn't that look lovely to have that gorgeous contrast between the two? I've then got myself a sentiment, and I'm just going to pop that on there. You see, you know it's time to go home when you've just got to the end, or more or less to the end of your sticky foam pads.
Absolutely.
So, there we go. Pop that one on just there. Then I've got a couple of little butterflies, lovely little butterflies with some gems down the side. I'm going to lift those wings. I'm going to put one up there. They are from...
Magnificent Butterflies from the Outline Dies collection. I have to say, they're one of my favourite butterflies to use. I use them time and time again. Yeah, you get 3 different sizes of butterfly within that die set. They come from a collection that have the butterflies. There's also some dragonflies, some leaves and some flowers in that collection. Of course, I don't spend much time crafting. You wouldn't know, would you?
No.
But yes, some of my favourite butterfly dies, those Magnificent Butterflies. Not sure if we've still got them in stock on the website.
I like using is it Timeless Butterflies, the one where you get the 35 on a sheet with the
topper pad, yeah, that's Timeless Butterflies, yeah, they're fab.
And how quick and easy, even quicker if I hadn't put the paper on the wrong side, but just to show you that lovely contrast with that border in the middle.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Love that. It is simple in terms of how easy it was to put together, but it does not look like a simple design when you've got the beauty in that beautifully elegant and intricate die that we've got there with our Baroque borders. Part of our Baroque Border Die collection, as part of this amazing deal, Platinum Club price $19.99 or $23.99, you are getting 4 sets of dies. Within each set, you've got 2 separate dies, that matte and layer and that detailed die as well. Use them separately, use them together. However you choose to use these, you're going to get beautifully intricate and elegant results every single time. The next design is our talons. Then we come on to our gorgeous Dijon die, and like we've been saying throughout the day, snip into them. Don't just think of them as borders. Perhaps you're going to cut 4 and have them in sort of a square frame design. Absolutely, you can be doing that with these too. And then finally, perhaps the most intricate of the whole collection, the Leon. All 4 die sets you're getting within the collection. That's 8 dies in total, with the Platinum Club price of $19.99 or £19.99 or $23.99 for the complete collection. That's all the dies that we've ever released as part of our Baroque Border Die collection. So you're getting that full collection, which is fabulous. Now, talking of fabulous, we've had some amazing demos throughout the show, amazing demos throughout the day. But first of all, we've got to vote for our demo of the show. So what's it going to be, Corrine?
Right.
What we've got to vote for?
I've got 4 here.
Wow.
So the first one was with the Baroque Borders. So there is number 1, having them on the acetate. Number 2 was with my ribbon threading die. There we go, number 2. Number 3 was that lovely green box. And number 4 is we quickly got back to the Baroque Borders. Ooh. So there we go. Come on, George, give us your predictions. 1, Ooh. 2, 3
or 4. Ooh. It's going to be tough choice. Ooh, yeah, get those votes in. And then whatever wins that will go into the vote for demo of the day, and we'll see what it's going to be. A tough one, I have to say, a super tough one. You guys are loving all the demos so far. Had a few great tips about sticking the wrong way around. Gareth Dobbs says, so throw some clear glitter on it. That's what he does. Can't blame you. Cannot blame you. Sue Benson's also saying, when in doubt, just add glitter or a butterfly. Yep, definitely a crafty motto to live your craft life by, that is for sure. Susan is saying, actually, Corrine, that's something I would do anyway, so thank you for the quick fix. Just goes to show there's no mistakes. You can fix them so easily. Or Susan saying she knew she had those butterflies, and thank you for telling her where they are in your craft room. No problem, that's what my encyclopedic crafty knowledge is there for. At least it comes in useful from time to time. Susan saying another beautiful demo, Corrine. Shilani is saying loving the card and also loving this effect. She hasn't ordered the dies yet, but she's now tempted. Get them in your basket. Amazing price on these. You will not regret it. I have to say I love my set. And Sue Benson is saying a beautiful card. Now, we've had some amazing inspiration. Now it's time to see another incredible deal. Now, I couldn't quite believe this one. This is one of our Monday mega deals. We've been talking about buy a certain number of items, get a certain number free. This one, you're going to think, Lily, your maths has gone very awry with this one, but no, this is true. Buy 3, get 10 free. You are saving nearly £100 or over $115, which by my reckoning is absolutely out of this world value. So as part of this Sarah Signature mystery bag, these are the 3 items you're paying for. So first of all, you're paying for your beautiful Dusk Till Dawn stamp and die set from the Country Lane. You're also paying for your opulent frame die set. That's from our vintage butterfly Sarah Signature collection. And finally, as part of this offering, you are paying for your mystical frames die set. I mean, this is such a statement set of dies. The size of these dies is absolutely incredible. You could be creating your own card bases with this die set and using all the additional dies for your mats and layers as well, which is amazing. That's all you're paying for though as part of this bundle. Everything I'm about to show you now, yes, all 10 items within this bag I am about to share with you now, not paying anything for them. How amazing is that? So let's start off with an item from the Sarah Signature Say It With Flowers collection, only launched last October, so not an old die by any stretch of the imagination. That's our Statement Floral Bouquet, beautiful edgeable style die, not paying for that one. Then we're going to have a look at a few items from our Garden Party collection. This is our Dainty Lace stamp and die set, included for no additional cost as part of this mystery bag. Next up, we have got our fabulous vintage parasol. Love this 3D embossing fold. You've got your teacups, you've got your parasol onto there. Absolutely beautiful level of detail on that one, included for no extra cost. Then we come on to another item from our Sarah Signature Country Lane collection. This one's absolutely ideal for building up those scenes that you might want to be colouring with any colouring medium at all. This is our idyllic meadow. Just beautiful, tranquil images onto there. Then let's have a look at an item from our Dancing Dragonfly collection. Beautiful water lily frame. You've got that outer frame, your inner dragonflies as well with that debossed detail for that extra little bit of interest onto those. That's included again at no extra cost. are Up and Away from our fabulous Enchanted Dreams collection. That's a stamp and die set, just absolutely beautiful, included at no extra cost at all. Then let's have a look at a few Christmas items. And we're talking about the Sarah Signature Frosty and Bright collection for this one. You've got your Merry and Bright die, cuts on the edge of the card, and then the Bright cuts into that bottom lower section of your card base, included at no extra cost again. And then we have another die from our Frosty and Bright collection. It's our Christmas tree edgeable. You've got your inner cut in die and then your edge die as well. Allows you to cut in or out the detail, however you choose to use that. Just absolutely fabulous, but again, included at no extra cost. And then how absolutely stunning are these. Look at your charms, your metal charms from the Dancing Dragonfly collection. 10 of those in your different colourways, included at no extra cost. And then finally, from one of our most recent Sarah Signature collections, Once Upon a Time, you're getting your organza ribbon. How absolutely stunning is that? And to get that included at no extra cost as part of this mystery bag is quite frankly incredible. As part of this deal, just to recap, you're paying for these 3 items, only items you're paying for in this bag. Everything else, all of these items you're getting for absolutely nothing. You're not paying for these as part of this deal. Wow, what an absolute steal of a deal. $27.98 or $32.68, just absolutely incredible value. But it's a Monday mega deal, so grab it while you can, or while stocks last, because quite frankly, at that sort of value, you can't imagine that stocks will be sticking around for a long time. Now, we've had our demo of the show come through. Apparently it's been very, very close. Very close between number 1 and number 3, actually.
Number 3?
Number 1 and 3.
Oh, 1 and 3.
By 1 vote, demo of the show, and I think this is probably my favourite. That's number 1.
4, 3. 1. There we go. There we are.
So that's going to go into demo of the day. So let's get
I'll bring it over to you, because you should have
I've
the
got
other
it.
one.
So yeah.
Oh, so that's quite nice. We've had a ribbon threading and a Baroque.
We have.
So we've had a nice little mix. There's the next number 2.
Yep.
And that is number 1.
Thank you. You're loving the borders today, you guys. It seems
I
to be
know.
all about the borders today. Loving that. So, taking all the way back to Wake Up Call this morning, using those fabulous ribbon threading border dies. Love this. A sort of acetate bridge card. You've got a cut in at the top and the bottom. That is demo number 1 if you want to vote for that one. And then demo number 2, that's just one for our demo of the show for tonight's Monday Makers, using those amazing Baroque border dies. Love the use of the black card on there. Doesn't it look so striking against that beautiful pink, purple and blue? Absolutely love that one. Just fabulous. That is demo number 2. So is it going to be number 1 or is it going to be number 2? Get those votes in and we will decide on our amazing demo of the day. So get those votes in quick as you can and we'll be crowning the winning demo at the end of the day. One thing I do know, Corrine's going to win today. Do know that much. Don't know which demo it's going to be, but I think Corrine will win. I hope so. Otherwise, something's gone radically wrong, quite frankly. Anyway, another deal for you that has been proving super, super popular. So busy on this. But when you see exactly what you're getting included, you can see why. This is an incredible collection of 2 of our amazing advanced discovery kits. It's a buy one, get one free deal, which is amazing. Great if you want to split these up and have 2 separate gifts, or if it, just as a treat for yourself, if you want to get into your colouring, or perhaps try out a few different techniques, then this is going to be absolutely ideal. So for a Platinum Club price of £23.99 or $27.96, you're getting 2 of these kits. So let's have a look at the masterful mandalas to start with. So included within this kit, you're getting 6 of your tri-blend pens, you're getting 2 of your art liners, different nib widths on here, you're getting your 01 and your 03 points. You're also getting your colourable designs that have been printed onto your premium marker paper. You're getting 9 of those, all with the mandalas in design on those, so you can practice colouring your mandalas with all those techniques. And of course, for me, the crowning glory within all of these kits is the fact that you get the expert tips and instruction on your how-to guide, all included within that lovely box kit. So great if you are giving that as a gift. And let's be honest, the shape of that, fairly easy to wrap, which is always a bonus if you are thinking about giving your presents. You are getting that included, part of the deal, you're paying for that, but then you're going to get your second kit for absolutely nothing. And this is all about the art of illustration. What you're getting included is you're getting 3 of your Classic pens, those being alcohol-based markers, dual tip. You get your fine tip on one end and you have your chisel nib on the other. You're getting 7 of your Illustrator markers, again, dual tip. You've got your super fine on one end, and then you've got that beautiful quality brush nib on the other. You're getting one of your outliners, that's a pigment fine liner with a 0-1 point onto that one. And then you're getting also your line work, same sort of idea as with that first kit. You're getting 9 of those, enabling you to practice onto those with all the techniques that you're going to be learning as part of this kit. And then finally, of course, the crowning glory within all of these collections is the fact that you get your how-to expert tips and instructions included in all of these kits. So both of those on a buy one get one free deal as part of one of your Monday mega deals. Your Platinum Club price is $23.99 or $27.96. Absolutely incredible saving on that. Now, pick of the day, we'll have a quick look at that and then we'll go to our demo of the day. Now this has been super popular today already, our pick of the day, but not longer left on this one. Launches at 11 o'clock every single day. We have a different pick of the day and it runs through to the next day at 10:59 a.m. So like I say, not an awful lot longer left on this one. With it being our pick of the day, you do also get your double points on this one, which is absolutely fabulous if you're looking to sort of go up the rungs in Club Inspire. As part of this deal, you're buying your 3 stamp and die sets and you're getting your Nina cardstock included for absolutely nothing as part of this deal. 16 sheets of that, 216 GSM, super smooth cardstock, ideal for use with your alcohol-based pens, just like some of those tri-blends and the classics and illustrators we've just been looking at. These are actually brand new designs to Crafters TV. You'll have never seen these on Crafters TV in the past before, which is absolutely fabulous to have them included on a discount as part of your pick of the day as a brand new item that you've never seen before. I think that is absolutely amazing. But like we say, you've only got until tomorrow morning to take advantage of this offer. This is all about our twirling characters, 3 new additions to the family, our pig, our little ducky and our sheep. So let's have a look at our little duck to start with. You get your stamps, you get your coordinating dies as well. You get the dies that will cut the aperture to pop your little twirling character into the centre of there. A little bit of invisible thread or even a really thin piece of acetate into the centre, and you've got that beautiful twirling character design. So much fun onto these, just absolutely love them. Love the fact as well that we've got the sentiments on there that match the artwork. I think that's brilliant. Then we've got our gorgeous little sheep, again a twirling character, so you've got the front and the reverse of the sheep, so sweet. You've got your stars and your moon and your sentiments, and of course that aperture as well, just absolutely adorable. And then finally this one, I mean they all just make you smile, but this one does just make me giggle. You've got your lovely little piggy with his hat on. How cute is he? He's got his utensils as well, so be a little twirling chef piggy, have him in your aperture, got your sentiments as well to finish off the makes. I think it's just absolutely brilliant to get all 3 of those brand new designs, first time we've ever seen them before on Crafters TV. Buying 3 of those, you're getting your Nina cardstock for free, you're also getting your double points. Wow, an absolutely incredible deal on your pick of the day. I can see why it's been so popular, but only until 10:59 a.m. tomorrow morning, so snap that one up while you can, not much longer left. Now, demo of the day, what's it going to be? It's going to number 2, the one we created this evening on this evening's Monday Makers, using our fabulous Baroque Border Dies. Absolutely love that cut in black. I think it is just absolutely stunning. Great job, Corrine. Now, it's been great demos. That is a great demo, but she's also just proven herself that she's now the cleaner of the studio. So you've got a new title. You're not just a TV demonstrator.
I was trying to be really discreet and not let everybody know that I was sweeping up. Thanks, Lily. You've dropped me in that one.
Oh.
Tidy site is a safe site, yeah, nice and tidy.
I think it's nice to see. You said you were going to tidy up, and we've seen it. Woman that's true to a word.
I was. Right, now, I am on Hobby Maker on Thursday, which is something really exciting.
Yeah.
And then I'm back here on Saturday and Sunday with Michelle. I'll be stood where you are all weekend, and Michelle will be over here. So, yes, love to see you all at the weekend.
Absolutely, yeah, it's going to be a fabulous weekend. I can't even think at the top of my head what we've got coming up. Everything's blown into one. Who knows what's happening
Busy
next
day
weekend.
Tomorrow. That's all we know.
Oh, gosh.
Busy day tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got Debbie and Leanne coming up tomorrow, so it's going to be an absolutely fabulous day. It's so exciting. Who knows what we're launching tomorrow? We've kept it very quiet. You might want to check out the website if you want to find out. but it's going to be an absolutely jam-packed, amazing day tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'll be here, but I'll be doing my, as I call it, my proper job. I will be behind the scenes, but you'll have Leanne and Debbie joining you tomorrow, so it's going to be an amazing day. I'll be back at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. I'm very, very excited to be actually presenting alongside the legend that is Sheena. She'll be back on Wednesday, super excited for that. And then as if that wasn't enough already, I am back all day Thursday. We've got our amazing monthly Makes Day here on Crafters TV, celebrating some of the amazing things that we've had throughout the month of May. So I'll be back all day on Thursday. It's going to be an amazing week. I hope that you will join us for the full week. But like I say, it's going to be such a jam-packed week. It's got, you know, we've got to get the studio ready for such an important week. And I know a lady who's very good at cleaning studios, and she's just going to be here for the rest of the evening, making sure that the studio is spotless for the week
Tidy
ahead.
by the morning. By 11 it'll be tidy. Bye.